This is the Great Legend, and I am coming at you live. Let's see, it's February 28th, 2014. Fans, it is good to be live here. Let me check out some stuff. Okay, good. Just making sure I named this hangout properly. It's so good to see you all. Let's give some big shout-outs to the folks that have been waiting graciously in the comments. Some have been waiting all day for the night of Comic Book Friday. We got Clever Presents. My good boy Devin is in the house. We have Rebel Gator. He was pumped up 7 hours ago. We have Thuggy One, my old buddy Vince. He may be peeping in on Saturday. He's got to work today. Cotton Man Comics. A not-so-awesome review. Invincible BIP. Masked Marvel, one of our kick-ass new viewers that you all need to check out. He's got a couple of episodes already up of all kinds of key issues. Great haul videos where he shows bargain things that he's got out of the bargain bin. He also has some really cool background art in the form of old school tin lunchbox tins, which is really cool. So yeah, well, a lot of people are here. We've got another good friend of mine, Mr. Stephen McKee, coming at us live all the way from Scotland. Big part of the YCC on Facebook and the YCC Hangout, starring with his fellow brother over there in the UK area, Matt on Comics. Definitely check them out. Always have a kick-ass live show. So, fan, it's good to see you today. I'm just hanging out. Got the Comic Book Friday. I had to do some stuff earlier tonight. That's why my show's so late. I've got pretty bad news, pretty good news, pretty bad news, pretty crappy news. Like, I got my comics today, and they came with some Funko Pop figures. So without further ado, I'm going to show you some Funko, brand new Funko Pops from one of my favorite TV series. You know, I'm also getting one of those mouth sores in there on the underside of my lip. Pop, Sons of Anarchy, Opie Winston. Opie Winston, rest in peace. Opie Winston. Sons of Anarchy, one of the kick-ass shows on TV. Love me some Sons of Anarchy. Let's put this over here. Yeah, there's just some crazy news in there tonight on the Great Legend Show. Number 90, we got Jimmy Teller Morrow right here. Jimmy Teller Morrow. Very cool. Little pop vinyl. You don't have to get too much glare. Jimmy Teller Morrow right there. Coming at you live. Putting that with the rest of the 62 pop vinyls. We have Clay Morrow. Good old Clay Morrow. Ron freaking Perlman. That's old Katie Seagal over there. Married with Children represent. Clay Morrow right there. And we have our good kick-ass buddy, Mr. VP himself. He's got a knife in his hand, too. I've never seen him use a knife in the show, though. Kind of weird. Jax Teller. Got a little knife right there. Jax Teller. So that's number 8. So I got the whole 4 set of those. Now what was weird, they shipped it in a box and they had peanuts. They've been using peanuts a lot on me. And they put all 4 of the vinyls on one side and then they put the comics on the other side and then put peanuts on top. And man, my comics got kind of like from near mint to very fine, you know, when I don't get my comics bagged or boarded because the reason I don't do that is normally they come in between 2 thick pieces of cardboard, then it's bagged, one big bag, and it's taped all around. So the comics don't slide very much. But the corners are open, you know, where it's just a bag protecting them. So I guess on one corner they really got slammed around. They usually flip them like this. For instance, there's Walking Dead. I haven't bagged these or anything because I just opened them. They have Walking Dead like this, and where's the bent corner at? Up there. So then they'll put, like, say, where's Wake? Wake, you know, Wake. No, there's Wake right there. Wake didn't hold up too well on the backside, but they stick them kind of like that. So they got Walking Dead, then they have the Wake, and that way their spines are opposite. So, you know, you have one spine on the bottom, one spine on the top. Anyway, somehow they all got kind of bushed down or jacked down that way. So some of my corners here, well, actually all of them on some sort of the comic, either on the tops or the bottoms, they turned into near mint 9.4s to near mint 9.0s. No, very fine near mint 9.0. So I'm going to go ahead and show you these alphabetical order because I'm going to kind of make the show quick tonight and get on to the real deal. We have All Out War from The Walking Dead. This is issue 122. So we're now on 8 of 12 of the All Out War, so that's moving right along. Really good issue here I've been waiting for. They took a month off to release the trade paperback issue 1 through 5, or maybe it was the hardcover, but there's Scott Snyder and Stuart Murphy's The Wake, so very eager to get back into this, find out how many fish people they can kill. One of my favorite Marvel Now, my first Marvel Now title, got a little bit of damage on the back. Uncanny Avengers with a nice Captain America cover. Love this storyline, and I don't know how long I'll be picking this one up. I've been enjoying the storyline. I've been enjoying the art. Thor is really kicking butt in here lately. Cap's kicking butt in here. This has just been an excellent storyline. Okay, I think I'm kind of cheating. Shouldn't be cheating. I ought to be reading this. But pumped up for that. Let's see what else. Talon. This is going to be ending pretty soon. I think with issue 18. I'm not sure. Where did that get bent? That got bent a little up here. It's not really bent. It's just kind of pushed. You know, you can kind of see it in the light. Let's see. Can you see it? Look at that. Kind of in the light. Come on, a little light. There. You see how that is up in the top right corner of your screen? You know, just kind of matter. It'll probably all flatten out once I put it in some mylar. Lone Ranger. Where did you get hit? You got hit up here a little bit. Lone Ranger number 22. And, you know, it's not like any of these are key issues. You know, me and Steve McKee, we were talking today about just, whoa, hello. I ain't going to show that picture. It's a new series by Dynamite called Warlord of Mars, issue number 100. It's the 100 milestone issue. And this girl, whoa, not going to show you that. They also got a Flash Gordon comic coming out. So if you're a big fan of Flash Gordon, you may want to pick that up. But this is Lone Ranger 22. Like I said, a lot of these aren't key issues, although, damn it, I love this cover. It's kind of a little, like, it's not like creased or anything. You can just kind of tell in the light. Just a little bit kind of in there. But Superman number 28, if you haven't done so already, please check out YouTube. Whoa, is this? Oh my God, are you serious? I want to show you this. Artwork's pretty kick-ass, by the way. I don't really know what he's doing in this issue. I get a lot of my Superman books, I'm confused. I think that's the girl he works with. She's kind of cute. Definitely have to check this out. But if you look real close, Clark's wearing a Flash shirt. Isn't that funny? It's pretty funny. Flash shirt. Probably to get like a quadruple XL to fit on him. Love the art in this. This is by Brett Booth. Scott Lobdell writing Superman. I'm really liking Scott Lobdell on Superman. I know, is it going to be Lemire and John Romita Jr., or is it going to be... I can't remember who's writing, and I really ought to know this because we're big Superman guys, but I wanted you to go to youtube.com/Roger69501. Each month, he has the Phantom Zone. It is like the Bat Chat, but it's the Superman chat. Superman is superior to Batman. Superman can destroy the Batman. Bruce Wayne just has that little piss-ass piece of kryptonite, and Superman can see it a mile away, unless Bruce hides it in that little lead pouch. Cheap-ass bastard fighter bastard. Anyway, no, I really love Batman too. I'm giving all you Batman fans a hard time. Me and Steve McKee, we were talking Batman today. But look at that, man. I love that cover, though. Look at that. It's like shooting up. I like anything. Mr. Fix-It-Smash is a big fan of like Hulk bashing through titles, The Thing bashing through titles. Very cool. Still picking up Sex here, number 11. Waiting for it to do something. It's always got some, well, I feel gypped. There's a lot of letters in the back. I mean, like, that thick is like the letter section. Oh yeah, dude. Okay, I'm gonna dig this a little bit because Simon Cook confronts his old ward. And it looks like the ward goes to attack the ambiguous brothers of what is their names? Does it show it? Yeah, the Alpha brothers, Cha Cha and Dolph, the criminal ambiguous brothers. So this actually might be a really good issue. This issue to me is kind of just drama slash little bit of cops crime, but there's really no one fighting the crime. It's just a rich guy, you know, trying to fit in without being a crime fighter anymore. So I find it kind of interesting. I've got this one here. I don't know who recommended this to me. I think I do. I think it was probably Mr. Fix-A-Smash. Oh, man, it's really bloody. Wow. Very cool, though. Pretty bent up in the corner up here. It's an image title. It's called Revenge. Wow, you can even see the bend on that one. So, yeah, I'm kind of pissed at Lone Star because, or mycomicshop.com, because it's like normally they'll put the comics down in there, and like they lay the comic pile, and then the Funko Pop piles, and then they pile that on. But the Pop Funko boxes, they're not very strong, so it's like they should have known that comics would get bent in there. My sweet Larfleeze book, not been up too bad. Larfleeze number 8 right there. And anyways, you know, I'm kind of rambling back and forth on stuff. What sucks, I got to bag all these bastards in a little bit. But me and Stephen McKee were talking about, you know, what we look for when we're buying comics, like especially key issues, old issues, Silver Age, CGC stuff. And he told me he was more into the very fine near mint. And I love me some very fine near mint. But when I buy new comics, I expect near mint. And I always tell Hippie this. I like near mint, not near bent. Listen to Justice League Dark here. You can't really see it on here because DC loves those glossy covers. And that might actually be able to get pressed or slammed in the bag. So, but like I said, it's not like these are key issues. I mean, maybe that Revenge book from Dynamite, or no, from Image, that may be something someday, but I really don't even know. Here's a Guardians of the Galaxy, Trial of Jean Grey. You go check out Spiro.geeks last video, 4 of 6. Back in the day, they had 1 of 5 on there, part 1 of 5. So Marvel screwed up a couple issues back, but this is part 4 of 6, and we find out, I don't know where the checklist is here. Let's check the back. That the part 5 will be in the next all new X-Men. Part 6 will be in the Guardians of the Galaxy number 13, which is the second Guardians of the Galaxy coming out next month. I enjoy this because I get Guardians and all new X-Men. But Spiro's right in a sense that if you're only picking up one title and they do these kind of crossover slash tie-in type events, you will get the full story if you pick up both titles. Marvel screwed me once already with the Battle of the Atom storyline. I only picked up all new X-Men, not the other titles. So the 2 titles that were in all new X-Men were just shit because I didn't have the other damn titles. And this one here, if you don't pick up all new X-Men, you're screwed because you don't know what the hell half of the story's about. And look at this stupid ass thing. Schedule scan completed. So I beg my pardon. I don't know if I was lagging any. AVG started doing a scan, so I don't know how crappy this is going to look. So this is just a good all-out crappy all Comic Friday. Forever Evil Argus, which I do enjoy. Not too bad on the bend. The DCs can take the bends a lot better because their comics are just more printed on better paper. Marvel, on the other hand, has this like, I just don't like the material, the pages on that Marvel are printed on. I love the DC pages, man. They're like just more glossy. It's better quality. I'm glad that looks $2.99. 30th anniversary of our Ghostbusters. It's so sad that we lost Harold Ramis earlier in the week. Egon, rest in peace. If you go to TMZ, Ernie Hudson had some kind words, and you can really see the you know, his feelings toward Harold Ramis, and they interviewed him. He was getting off a plane probably to go to one of the cons. He does do a lot of cons, and he's a big guy at the cons. Really nice guy. I didn't get my autograph last time, but I hope to get an autograph from him pretty soon. I'm going to take one of my Ghostbusters comics that have the Winston character on the cover, but he really gave his condolences to the family and told the fans of TMZ that, you know, he probably wouldn't have got big in Hollywood if it wasn't for Harold Ramis, you know, and Dan Aykroyd and all them guys believing in him that he could do a good job. And I always remember a great story on Bill Murray that he said that they didn't want to do Ghostbusters 2, or they didn't want to do certain things in Ghostbusters 2 without having Winston or Ernie Hudson on the movie poster as well, stuff like that. Because I remember the original, I think it just had those three, but it didn't have Ernie Hudson. But they made sure Ernie Hudson had a big part in Ghostbusters 2, and, you know, was one of the main Ghostbuster guys. So I thought that was really cool that they gave a lot of love to Ernie Hudson. Because Ernie Hudson's one of those actors that he's got a lot of talent. He's just rarely used. I don't know why Hollywood has skipped over him so many times. Because if you look at movies, even when he was a bad guy in The Substitute with Tom Berenger, and Ernie Hudson was the evil principal who the drugs were coming through his school. I mean, he's a great bad guy. He's a great cop. You know, we saw that in The Crow, and he also had a short-lived series on, I think it was NBC, where he was mentoring to like a rookie cop. Of course, he's good in Ghostbusters and all that, but I mean, I thought he was really good in The Crow and some of his other movies, more so than Ghostbusters. You know, Ghostbusters, I thought Ernie Hudson was the more level-headed, the more street smarts guy, while Ramis was the more scientific, brilliant man. Dan Aykroyd was just also scientific but goofy, and of course Bill Murray was just one of those guys who felt like he was one of those psychiatric doctors who didn't really give a shit. He just liked the women. But long live Harold Ramis, and good stuff. Next up we have Flash. This is kind of cool. Looks like the story, he's possessed by a dead man. So we still got Craig's favorite and the First Family Comics favorite, Audrey and Craig. We got Brian Buccellato, whatever, doing this thing. We got Patrick Zurcher on the art, and I always enjoy the Flash art, no matter what. I think they've got some good art in here. It's reminiscent to me of the art that I fell in love with some of the Green Arrow, some of the newer Green Arrow by Andrea Sorrentino. But I just kind of like that. Check that out. Look at that, like dead man's floating in this library, and Flash is there and all that. It's just kind of cool. It kind of reminds me of that style. I don't know what you call that style. It's more a... This is almost... These bottom panels are almost all red kind of art. If you look at the eyes in that picture there, that's kind of all red-esque. Very cool. You still got, look really close on Flash art, you still got those little trails. You can barely see him on here. I know most of you at home on this Google Plus, since it's so crappy, you can probably only see his lightning. But you do have the red trails behind him, circa Showcase number 4, 1958, on Carmine Infantino. Wow, they got some good-looking Superman, the Man of Steel statues. Oh, my goodness. Ed McGuinness. They got an Ed McGuinness statue coming out. I think it's the one. It has to be this one here. These are by DC Direct. That one there is the Ed McGuinness one. So they got different statues coming out. They actually say in stores now, but I don't think I've seen them. But anyway, it's kind of cool. I'm showing you the Channel 52 breaking news for Fiora and Wonder Woman. It's kind of your lucky day because I'm actually getting to show you the inside of these books before I put them in the Mylar, which I really don't know if I'm going to be motivated. I'm going to talk about motivation here in a little bit. DC versus Masters of the Universe. Remember, fans, all these are bent compliments of mycomicshop.com. Messing up their shit. They got Superman there. I don't give a crap, though. You know, lately, fans, as far as like the collecting aspect goes, I really just have been enjoying reading. Oh wow, the art's really good in here. Whoa, look at this one. Jim Lee, George Perez, and Adam Hughes. We got some more statues coming out. We got a little Wonder Woman line of Art of War statues. Kind of sweet if you like the traditional Wonder Woman uniform. If you don't like the new 52, those look pretty good. Artwork looks great in here. I tell you, He-Man's mom is a hottie. Skeletor is looking a little bit better. You get a little flashback here of Skeletor not looking weird with his horns. Oh my God, there's an OMAC appearance. There is a Orion appearance. There's a Joker appearance. There's a Killer Croc and a Cheetah. Wow, this is going to be really good. You got a crap load stuff going on here. Jesus, Batgirl's in here. Yeah, this is kind of like what I do. Like, if I were to still go to the shops, I just kind of pick it up. Back in the day, just flick through my books. It's kind of cool. But yeah, like I said, you know, some of these are bent, but it doesn't really matter. I just slap them down. You know, comics. Dark Knight, they're going to be finishing this up pretty soon. This got pretty good bent up in the corner there. Dark Knight, Man-Bat. I think after this Man-Bat storyline is over, might be over now. This may be the last issue. Okay, no, let's see. Yep, next, the death battle rages on. Oh, that's a good fight. Okay, we got more Superman the Man of Steel statues. Yep, so that was Dark Knight. I finally watched Justice League War. Oh, and I think I talked about that last week, so I won't go over that again. We got Jay Lee back on some artwork here. Not too shabby. They go back to, they have some more Earth 2 action here. I like this one. This is one of those really slick gloss covers. Oh, wow, they're going to insert for the Sinestro issue #1, Sinestro Yellow Lantern, Cullen Bunn. God, that's going to be a great issue. So, yeah, I'm pumped up for this. Jay Lee artwork is really awesome. It really fits this story pretty well. Oh, God, Spiro, I hope you're watching this. To be continued in World's Finest #20. And I don't pick up that comic. So that's what happens. You know, not only does Marvel do it, DC does it. Aquaman. Love this cover. And it's bent like the rest. Aquaman. Freaking A, man. It's kind of bent all the way throughout the comic. And I don't know if that really does anything to the comic. I wouldn't, like, grade. Oh, what the? Oh, one of my hairs went on there. I don't grade, like, this kind of stuff, you know. I try not to anyway. I may grade, like, modern variants or, I got that 3D cover that I want to get graded. I was really hoping this one wouldn't be bent. And thank goodness the bend is just a little bend. Look at that. His own worst enemy. Look at him. He got a little face makeover. Check that out. Now, is that... Yeah, he got made up pretty nice. Now, knowing Jonah Hex, he's going to want to look his old way again. Yeah, I don't know what's going on here. Oh, I remember what happened. I definitely remember what happened. Last issue, Jonah Hex ends up drinking a lot when he leaves Metropolis. And he's going to go find that House of Secrets to get old John Constantine to help him back. And he drinks too much. They throw him out of the bar, but he wakes up, gets on his motorcycle, and he wrecks. He like runs maybe into a truck or something. Love this cover here. Wow, okay. Dude, this one didn't even get bent. He must have been on the very bottom. Good going. Adventures of Superman. Look at that. Isn't that pretty cool? Look at that cover. It almost looks like the artwork in Ghostbusters, you know, kind of how they have that long, cartoony face. Let's see what we got here. Oh, wow. The art looks just like, holy crap, this is awesome. Wow, this art is good. It's so freaking good. Let's see if it's like that throughout the whole thing. No, it's 2 stories. I think there's a Metallo story. This art's also good. I swear to God, for Tom Hippie's Collectibles, if you don't pick this book up, you may not dig this art, but look at that. It's kind of like cartoony. But with, I don't know, it's like, it's almost if the little kids are good little kids. Look at this, like little kids. It looks like this story has to do with bullying and stuff like that. And then the next story's art kind of looks really cool. It's kind of like, you know, just good artwork there. Metallo, I think that has to be Metallo. He's shooting it from his heart. Who is this? I think this is really cool. Yeah, it is Metallo. Sometimes the artwork in Metallo changes. And guess who we got back? We got our old buddy Arrow. There's always a naked person or a topless male actor from Arrow in every DC comic. So if you like looking at manly chest and abs, there you go. Arrow for life. All right, that's my comics pretty much. So they're very fine. They're not really near mint because the dumbasses shipped them shitty. It was like they laid the pop vinyls like one here, one here, one here, one here, so they're laying down. Then they put the comics over here, which really what they should have done, they should have, instead of having the comics like bang into it, they should have turned the comics to where the spine or the long side was facing the pop vinyls. You know what I mean? Or at least put crap load of peanuts in between the pop vinyls and the comics, where instead they just put pop vinyls, comics, boom, boom, screw-ups. So, shitty. But I don't really give a shit. Revenge here. Whoa! I just saw a scene in here. This is ugh. Whoa! Okay, it's very bloody, very mature. Chainsaw, David Letterman. Yep. He's got his top 10 reasons. David Letterman's in here. Naked stuff, sex stuff, acid, death. So if you're into that, I may pick up another copy of this just in case. It's $2.99. I may get another copy of this just so if it does turn out to be worth anything. Which, you know, with Image Comics, it's always skepticism, or what's that word where a bunch of people buy up number ones? No, it's not William Ford. I know William Ford likes to buy up all the number ones. Not all of them, but most of the good ones. It's called, what is that shit called? It's not solicitors. A lot of people did it in the 90s, and we found out the comics weren't worth crap. Speculators. I guess it's just speculators. Whatever. So, got those. Got some pop vinyls. And you may have noticed something. You may have noticed something. Now, Adventures of Superman, All-Star Western, Aquaman, Batman, Superman, Batman the Dark Knight, DC vs. Master Universe, Flash 28, Forever Evil, Argus 5, Ghostbusters 13, Guardians of the Galaxy 12, Justice League 28, Larfleeze 8, Revenge number 1, Sex number 11, Superman 28, Lone Ranger 22, Talon 16, Uncanny Avengers 17, Wake number 7, Walking Dead number 122. We have over here some piggyback orders. All-Star Western 27, because my 27, the one that had Superman and Joan X on the cover, that one was severely bent. So now I've got this, and I don't know if it's bent or not. Ah, screw it, I'll open it up later. This one, Teen Titans Go! Teen Titans Go, 1 and 2. I used to do the Marvel's Avengers after the original Disney XD cartoon, but that one stopped. I'm actually going to sell those probably on eBay because Jada, or Little Legend, as you know him, he never really got into those. He liked SpongeBob better and Penguins of Madagascar, but Ape Entertainment, I don't know what the hell they're doing. They're really slow. I don't know why, but they need to get their stuff together. So yeah, I'm going to sell those. So I'm going to pick up Teen Titans Go from DC. You know, after the cartoon, because both of my kids love that. And then, last but not least, I have Badass number 2 and Curse number 2. And wow, these are $3.99. These are one's Dynamite, one's Boom Studios, but you have over here you got Revenge for $2.99 by Image. They're all gore, all kind of horror, except Badass is kind of more of a hitman. I've got a Deathlock annual that I've showed a while back, unopened, and I actually have 2 copies of the annual number 2 because I ordered 2 for some unknown reason. And I got some more Deathlock in here that I was missing. And so I have a lot that I have not opened. This guy's chilling, Superman New 52, that showed up on the Fandom Zone. Okay, so what I'm getting at here, if you look at all those comics, you're wondering why. Where the hell is that Fantastic Four number 1? Well, that's a very good question. We're going to find out right now where that book is, because that's the, I'm behind. I'm about 2 or 3 weeks behind on reading, and I have no one to blame but myself and my Xbox One, work, and I'm tired. I'm really physically exhausted. I'm beat. I am so freaking beat. We're going to get to what's the plan for March pretty soon after I see what the hell. Where's my damn Fantastic Four? All right, let's check it out here. Let's go down to the F. Subscriptions ordered. Huh. October 27th. Shipped November 23rd. That must have been the Marvel Now one. Fantastic Four number 3 is on order. Damn it. Somehow, that stupid subscription service, normally I say order all the stuff ordered from months prior, and I guess the Fantastic Four was categorized wrong or something, because it didn't show up. So where's my Fantastic Four? That was the one freaking book I wanted to read. God. Because I was going to really try to squeeze that in tonight, even though I wasn't able to read anything anyway. Oh, my God. The one book. The one simple... actually what, though, fans? I'm actually glad I didn't get Fantastic Four 1, because it probably would have been bent. And I was talking to Stephen McKee earlier today. I said a lot of times I want my Fantastic Fours to be very fine to near mint. I want my whole collection to be very fine to near mint. But, unfortunately, I've got the whole collection. So you go back to the 60s, some of those are going to be very good, fine, very good plus, very fine minus, stuff like that. But so I'm going to be ordering me a couple copies of that Fantastic Four number 1. And what's really stupid is I actually ordered the variants. I ordered the, I think it was a 1 in 25 variant and a 1 in 75, or maybe it was a 1 in 50 and 1 in 75. But the 1 in 75, sweet Alex Ross cover. Ordered that one. And those are going to be piggyback shipped with next week's order, which I hope to God no pop vinyls or no DC chess pieces or anything comes in that package, because I don't want those to get bent as well. So one thing, fans, if you haven't heard the word, tonight's word is bent. I don't like bent, I like mint. I'm going to get to the comments here in a minute, but I'm still kind of ranting and raving. A lot of good shit's been going on in the community. A lot of videos have been going up. After we get off here, I'm going to try to get this stuff bagged, put it in the to be read pile. A lot of stuff I need to file away for tomorrow of things that I've already read, but this will take me into about 3 weeks behind on my reading. Doesn't take too long to get caught up, because a lot of these just get filed away because I haven't started their series yet. Like Walking Dead, I mainly have the 2 compendiums up there, and I have issue 97 to 122 right here. But those are fast reads. I've flipped through the Walking Deads, and there's not a lot of writing in them. So a lot of you new people out there, you'll love them. Oh, God. Anyway, so some of the news in the... I guess I don't even know why I'm bringing this up, because I don't really even know what happened, but there was some fun on the YCC on Facebook.com, the YCC Facebook fan page. I don't really know what happened, but I think the mods or the admins fixed it up pretty quick, and then everyone started getting along pretty good, so that was good. And I've been seeing a lot of videos lately. We had a good Running with Comics video not too long ago where he's singing a song, and I'm sorry, Scott, I don't remember the name of that song, but you did really good on it. I mean, you had the good chords. You started it out slow by picking the strings one by one, you know, and then you went down into the down where you really got into it. And the song pretty much was like saying it's going to be all right. Everyone, let's all get along. I don't know what he said, but he said something like, if the bullies mess with you, hit the road, or I don't know. You have to go watch Scott's Running with Comics music video. It's very good. Speaking of music videos, if you want to see some kick-ass music, go see Rob Ripa. Rob Ripa usually is a big commenter on my videos. Just type in Rob Ripa in comics or Rob Ripa in guitar. It's R-O-B space R-I-P-P-A. You'll have a lot of good music. Texas-based, very good. Independent artist who puts out his own stuff on YouTube, so check him out. Another video, I got to give this guy shout-outs pretty much all the time because I look at him kind of like, you know, I haven't met him in real life, but I will one of these days because he's that kind of person that that I can get something off of, like, and I don't mean like comics or gifts or bullshit. I'm talking like he's so wise, you know. He's like he is there. I mean, you know, I'm not disrespecting nobody, but you got Hans, you got Hippie, and you got Howler, Triple H. The wrestler sucks. I'm not a big Triple H, Hunter Hearst Helmsley, Paul Levesque fan or whatever, but Hans, Hippie, and the guy I'm talking about is Howler Mouse, Tim. I mean, there's just something about him where when he does a video, it's like he's opening up his world to you. It's kind of like I try to make this a good show. You know, I'm coming at you live because I've always said that. I mean, you go back to my very first video, my Gears of War 2 commentary, I've said, coming at you live, and then it just kind of stuck, you know, and that's how it goes. But I've always said this, when you're watching Tim Hallermouse, what you see is what you get. Honesty above reproach, you know. I actually stole that from a radio ad that they do here in the DFW area for some air conditioning and heating units. But that's really what it is. It's honesty above reproach. Anytime you hear him, anytime you listen to him, he's telling you the truth. He's telling you stuff in life that he's gone through, and he's had adversity. And, you know, we've all had bad stuff happen to us. But he is the epitome of a person that has been there and seen it all, done it all. And I'm sure he's not done seeing and doing it all. He's just a special person, and I love him to death. So check him out. He has a great last video, and he also had an X-Men video, which I haven't watched yet because it wasn't a Fantastic Four video. And I'm just kidding. I love any video he does. And yeah, Hans and Hippie, you got to check them out. You want to check out the pillars of the community. Gimpy 204, Why Not Art, Ben the Mr. Fix-A-Smash, First Family Comics, the New School, Brad Creates. I call him a pillar because he's my pillar. On the I guess it would be, well, I'm not even looking at my camera screen. I'm just looking at mycomicshop.com, where I'm going to be ordering Fantastic Four #1 right after the show. Okay, let me look at this. Okay, so this way here, if you're on my channel page, which this video, I don't know if it's going to be on my channel page, but on my channel page, to the right, you're going to see the pillars of the community. Subscribe them all. They're great people. And I know I haven't checked the comments yet, and I'm rambling a lot, and I'm tired, my head hurts, I'm exhausted from work. Oh, let me show you what else. I got another thing in here. Let me go ahead and open it up, because I'm thinking it's a key issue. It's from Lone Star. I got this the other day. Haven't opened it yet. Still disappointed in those Bent comics. This one, of course, you know, when you only order like, actually my last week only had 9 books. It came in one of these. So we're going to see what's in here. These could be variants. I don't really know what this stuff is. I don't do a lot of unboxings online here. But we're going to unbox this today. Huh. Good God Almighty. And this almost looks too familiar. Maybe not. I was telling, oh my God, this is kind of cool. I think it is. It's DC figures, but cover up my address here and my email. These are Man comics that I guess, I don't know if I showed you all last week's books. This is Animal Man 28, Batman 66, Batman and Two-Face 28, Cap 17, Harley Quinn 3, He-Man Masters of the Universe 10, Justice League 28, Scribblenauts number 2, and Trinity of Sin Pandora. Wow. See, I didn't even know. That's how far behind I am. I can't even get in my computer room lately and open up packages or even make videos because I've been so tired. I thought I didn't have this, but I got this. I got this Wednesday, and I thought the box I got from GameStop was, I thought it was some Lone Star Comics stuff. Really, I thought it was the Sons of Anarchy in a different box, so they shipped them in there. That's how I got Face Comics. And we got some Batman Arkham Origins figures. Deathstroke, Firefly, Deadshot, some dude in a red hood and white mask, and I think Killer Croc. I don't know. I never. Oh, it's Anarchy. I never did play Origins because I heard it was kind of glitchy. So I'll include this. And another thing I've got to tell you is I had a 1,000 subscriber contest, Titanfall limited edition controller. Very cool. So now I got 2 black controls, which I'm going to use the label maker to put my 2 sons' names on those, and now I have the Titanfall control. But what I was getting at, I've just been so busy, I have not been able to read any. What's been happening with me is I've been doing a lot of working, you know, and I know everyone works, but whenever I get home, I spend a lot of time with the kids. We eat supper together, you know, like any good family should. We sit down, watch some Teen Titans or whatever cartoons they're watching. Little Legend goes and gets his homework done. Mini Legend, we got to get him started early because he likes to move around a lot, so we got to get him calm and cool. And then once we get the kids in bed, last night I fell asleep at 8:30. Slept all the way until like 7:30 in the morning. Today, of course, so that was like crazy hours sleep. Night before that, I stay up and I played some of these games. I got these games here. Played the first level of Rayman Legends. I bought this for my boys. My son J-Dub's going to like this a lot more because he had Rayman Origins on Xbox 360 and he beat it. The graphics in this game are really phenomenal. IGN gave this a 9.5. And they said it was a platforming genius. So probably the best platforming game to come out. Even better than the brand new Mario Brothers for the Wii U and the Luigi Brothers for Wii U and the new Super Mario Bros. On. Way better than that. A lot of fun in there. I only played the first level, but it was really fun. And I got this one that's really cool, Plants vs. Zombies Garden Warfare. It's got 3 modes. It's got a deathmatch mode. It's got a push mode where you try to push them and capture all their points. And then you flop teams, and they see if they can capture all your points, and you see whose time was better. If you've ever played Team Fortress 2 or the original Team Fortress by Valve, you know what that is. And then they have a fun little mode. Can't remember what it was, but it's the closest thing to the original Plants vs. Zombies, where you have gardens you have to protect. And I think it's a co-op mode. And you plant stuff, and you kill stuff, and you're trying to keep them away from your garden. So it's kind of like tower defense, as my old buddy, New 52 fan, Chris Hughes Crusader would call it. Plants vs. Zombies Garden Warfare. So I've been staying up late playing games. And after I play a couple of games with my friends, because I want to get on there for them and see how they're doing and interacting with them. Brad Creates, Q's Gamer, actually, a.k.a. Q's Crusader. And Hans, I have been on Chris. I said, Chris, make some more videos, man. And Ben, the Mr. Fix-A-Smash, Tony Montgomery, which I shouldn't say your last name, but Curse of Man. I always said Tony Montgomery because, for one, Gare, Onesie Angelique, who I also love. He's a dear friend, great guy. Haven't seen a lot of videos lately, but I imagine he's in control of Facebook.com's fan page. Movie Magic Mesmerize Me. It's all about movies, classic TV, classic pop culture, stuff that's been on film, or just anything you want to talk about. Always on there. Freaking trooper. I don't know how he does it. He's so good. He at least posts something once or twice a day to get all the fans thinking about stuff. Today's was talking about Oscar movies. He showed a picture of Gravity and another one. So check him out. Onesie Angelique's his name on YouTube. But yeah. Anyway, play a lot of games. Then I get off the Xbox. So I play games usually around 9:30 to 10:30. I get off with them, and then I watch Dark Shadows. I'm on episode 170 something. They're trying to have a seance to talk to Josette to figure out why Miss Elizabeth Collins' Stoddard, why she's ill. Of course, we all know as a viewer that Laura Collins, the Phoenix, put the mind control on her, messed her up. So I'm on that. That's really fun. So I watch 3 to 4 of those a night. Love those. Stay up late, drinking Dr. Pepper, eating Pop-Tarts, whatever. And so what happens is I shut that off, I fall asleep on the couch, wake up around 3 or 4, go get in bed with the wife, and there we go. No comics. See, I'm not reading the comics. So falling off the bandwagon, kind of like I guess an alcoholic would do, and I haven't been reading my comics. So the sad part, I'm getting to the sad part, and then we're going to check comments. The sad part is I got to get my stuff together. I've been talking about getting this room clean, and you know, I'm not motivated to get the room clean, but what I do need to do is the things I want to do is I want to make my Funko Pop video, show all my Funko Pops off. I think these are the final Funko Pops I've ordered for a while, and I'm going to stop ordering them for a while unless they have a Cyborg figure. It's not a Teen Titans Go figure. I want a normal Justice League New 52 Cyborg Funko Pop. I may get the Harley with the gun. I don't think I have her. And I may get Darkseid. But other than that, I'm going to stop with the Funkos for a while because I have like over 60 of them. And they're just a crap load of them. So I'm going to move all those. Probably somewhere around here. Actually, I'm going to get them all mounted on the wall on top of these comic boxes after I get all that stuff off. And I'm going to move the comic book boxes off screen here. I was even thinking about moving the arcade somewhere, but I'm going to go ahead and leave it where it is. I need to file away tons of comic books. Bag, board, tons of comic books. Tons of stuff. So I'm going to, in the month of March, look for a Funko Pop video. There's going to be a Pie collector's video. I've got some Pie figures that I want to show you. Vince, Thuggy One, you're going to love those because I know you're a big fan, and I think you might have some of these. They're the Mezco figures, I think, from 2001 or something. Something like that. Show you some of those. I got statues you've never seen before. I've got tons of stuff you haven't seen before. Today I also got well, I've had these for a couple days. It's another thing. I'm slow to open up packages. My Light's 2 magazine size, and I'm not going to show you. Well, hell, here we go. I know y'all like seeing some E. Gerber, some fullbacks, big thick ass boards, fullbacks for magazine size. And what the plan is, I'll have 32 DC chess magazines that come with the Eagle Moss sets. Actually, 34, counting the special and the Lex Superman special. Something like that. Put those in my. I also have 5 new acid-free E. Gerber magazine boxes, all acid-free. I don't know how long they are. but I'm going to have magazine boxes, and I'm going to have a lot of those. So I'm also probably going to put Golden Age in there if I can swing that, and line the sides up with the brown packaging paper, just to keep them stabilized during moves or whatnot. Do that for some of my Golden Age books, and just oversized books that I haven't done anything with. And eventually, once everything gets kind of moved in place, I'm going to get my IKEA Besta shelves back there. We're going to have, say, this side will be statues, the middle will be hardbacks, and maybe some figures, and then that side will be statues. And nothing on top, unless maybe I want to put some Funkos, but I don't really want to dust up there. So look for that in March. Dustin Dutrank from the Dutrank Show has been killing me on the arcade. I booted up the arcade about 2 or 3 nights in a row. It works fine. The TV button on it doesn't work as well, but I can get in there and turn the TV on manually. My push button thing's not working because, you know, long story, it's rigged up, kind of a jerry-rigged thing, to quote some Nazi action. And look for more of those. Possibly a cooking video, if we can keep the kitchen clean enough to do one of those. Yeah, look for a lot of offline videos. And the bad news is, I guess, if, you know, besides the Bent Comics and not getting Fantastic Four because I wasn't thinking, we're not going to have any Great Legends Show Comic Book Fridays during the month of March. This is the last one. And we're going to hold off on Comic Book Friday. We won't even have them on Saturday. We're going to hold off on those for a while, just until I can get some stuff sold on eBay. I got packages to ship out that I still haven't sent out yet. So look for maybe some bonuses in the packages. I don't know. I think the bonus would just be actually getting the package one of these years. I've got some, what the young people like to call RAOK. They call it random act of kindness. I just call special package, or I received a special package from blah, 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 or I received a special package from blah, blah, blah. I don't do this RAOK or LOL or LNAOL or go to hell or roll OFALAMOLOIL. You know, I don't do that crap. You know, I'm old school. You know, born in '77, grow up in the '80s, started playing the Mattel in television, the original one in 1979. Started playing Mattel in television #2 in 1981. My brother, the original JW, he got the Nintendo Entertainment System December 25th, 1985. I got Super Nintendo in '91. Yeah, and all the Nintendo systems. Didn't pick up Wii, but my dad has Wii. But anyway, so I'm a gamer. And what was I trying to say was, I'm old school and I know my shit. But you know, not to be like smart ass or nothing. I'm just telling you like it is. I play games. I see a lot of the people out there doing gaming videos. That's cool, you know. Actually, I love it. I love watching Doc and Hallett's gaming videos because, man, they old school. Dawkins a little rusty on his gaming. I'm going to have to start challenging him one-on-one to see who can get the higher scores on some of his original Famicom games, which is just the Nintendo Entertainment System. He uses the Japanese name for it because, you know, Wolverine, Logan, he was in Japan for the long time, so Dawkins is the Logan's son, and Howlett is Wolverine's last name, and Dawkins is saying Japan names because he likes Japan, because Wolverine went to Japan, and Dawkins been in Japan, and Dawkins got his kids from Japan, and I'm just kidding. And actually, I think Dawkins' son's name is Logan or Dawkins. I don't know, but Dawkins Howlett's one awesome guy. But, you know, when I tend to be exhausted, I kind of tend to ramble, too. So, no Comic Book Fridays for the month of March. Possibly April, but I'll definitely let you know. And it's not like I'm going to be disappearing. I'm still going to be watching videos because that's one of my favorite things to do is I'll eat lunch in my vehicle, right? Like during a work day, and I'll watch videos normally. Currently, I'm on Han's room tour, which I've seen back in the day. but I'm kind of caught in on the 8-minute mark, so I'm keeping track. And I commented on the video, though, I think, because I just love basements and I love Hans. It's not like, you know, Captain Strangelove. It's not like this. It's not about the stuff he shows, or like all of that stuff. Like amazing. You know, he has a lot of the first appearance of a lot of the Marvel Silver Age because he's a huge Marvel fan. He's been collecting for years. But it's not all about that stuff, because frankly, it needs to be more Fantastic Four and more DC and more Shazam. But he shows the other stuff, and that's fine. I'm just kidding. I love him to death. But what I'm trying to get at is it's not about the stuff people show, it's about the people themselves. I've always said that. It's not about the crap you show, and I'm not calling Amazing Fantasy 15 crap or anything, but it's not about the crap you show on camera. It's the voice behind the camera. It's the face behind the camera. I say voice behind the camera because some of us don't do our face yet. But it's the voice behind the camera. It's the face behind the camera. It's the person behind the camera, because that is the more intimate part of doing YouTube videos. It's like I said with Howler Mouse earlier. He's letting you inside his world, inside Howler Mouse's hole in the wall, or the little hole in the wall where mice run through, or the inner sanctum, or the Magitorium of Dr. Captain Strangelove, or Hippie's, I don't know what Hippie's deal is called, but Hippie's Collectibles House. It's that stuff. It's Costin Bromstar's Space House of Collectibles, or Doc and Howlett's Japan, because it's always something to do with Wolverine or Japan. So his Canadian, no, actually he's Canada, so it's Doc and Howlett's Weapon X Factory, or Stephen McKee's Highlander House of Horrors, or Clever Goose's, what is that place in UNT? The Pit, or something. What it called, the Pit? It's in the Student Union building. Or Devin, you know what I'm talking about. Going to Hooyah's, the best damn burritos in Denton, Texas. Or any of you other people that are watching right now. Just look at everyone in the comments. You'll see who's commenting. We have had 15 viewers, and I'm rambling, so I'm going to go ahead and leave it at that. I'm going to check comments one last time. I'm sorry I haven't checked comments a lot tonight. Wanted to go through a couple other things. Every Tuesday, Scott Bromstar and Howler Mouse have started back up on Finally Designed. Definitely check that out. They did an excellent one about Planetary, and there was another one they did that's gotten rave reviews on that I have been slacking. I haven't watched it, so I got to get back on there. Definitely once a month, be sure to check out Roger's videos, Roger69501. Don't check it out once a month. Check it out every couple of days for new videos by Roger as he goes over all the latest and greatest things that Dan Didio and company from DC have to offer all you fans of DC Comics. Stephen McKee, the YCC, go to the Hangout, MAW00001. Go check out Mark. Go check out Mark Gross Critic. Go check out Ben Fix and Smash, everyone. Go check out our folks at Comic Frontline with Dark Avenger, C86, Dude Rock 18, Hayden Claire Collectibles. Go check out Fat Stack of Comics. Check out everyone in the comments here. All good people. Yeah, I'm really just kind of exhausted when I get off work, and my priorities aren't where they need to be now currently in comic books and in comic book reading and comic book collecting. I still get the books. It's just a matter of getting my button gear and read them, you know. Even these bent ones, I got to get to read them. I thank God that I did not get Fantastic Four #1 in, because it probably would have came bent. What's good about the variants order, they already come bagged and boarded because they're a lot of money and stuff. So I'm definitely pumped about that. So I'm going to go ahead and order the Fantastic Four books. Well, dang it, I was going to say I'm going to show them to you next week, but I'm really not. Fans, I'm about 1 through 200, all bagged and boarded on Fantastic Four Volume 1. There are some issues I want to get replaced from the 201 range to maybe the 240 range. Just sporadic issues I want to get replaced. It won't be very expensive because they're cheap books. And then I want to get started on that big It's going to be about a 11-part, maybe 12-part episodes of my Fantastic Four complete collection. So I know I've been way behind on that. I've been way behind on my Shazam collection, which is really basic because I usually show the Shazam stuff every now and then. But I'm going to have some of that. Also, I've got more Popeye stuff on the way. I love Popeye. I love getting Popeye hardcovers. I'm going to have some E.C. Seeger hardcovers come in. And just more Popeye stuff. I love Popeye stuff. So get that. Stay tuned for that. Stay tuned for Dut Rank Live Show, which is usually every Thursday night live on youtube.com/DutRank. Check out Brad Creates. Let me check the comments because I need to shout y'all out. It's hot as hell in this room right now. I'm going to possibly this weekend try to get a ceiling fan up in here. Check out Cotman Comics. Nathan Banks, I don't know if you're in here. I thought I saw your Hulk picture. Good God, there's a lot of comments. You people are going to give me a heart attack. I'm going to go cross-eyed reading all these. Oh, God, okay. Again, Steve McKee, thank you so much for chatting with me today. That was a lot of fun. We chatted on Facebook Messenger. If you want to add me on Facebook Messenger, you can find me out there. I'm usually in the YCC Hangout. I'll comment every now and then. Just look for me. You may not recognize me or whatnot, but that's okay. Hit me up on Facebook with a friend's request. I can message you back and forth if you need some help or you want to know some questions or concerns about comic book collecting, grading, CGC, current trends in comics, what to do, what not to do, things of that nature. Don't order Funkos with comics again. That's a bad deal. We want to say thank you to a Not So Awesome Review, a really great guy. Check out his reviews. One of my favorites in the community, a huge Superman fan that I want to see if me and Roger can get you on. Actually, Roger's supposed to pick the next special guest, so it may not even be me. But go check out Roger's Phantom Zone Live. He's already had 2 episodes, and you never know who's going to be on the Phantom Zone. We start out with Superman, but it can go into Popeye, it can go into Shazam, it can go into anything at any time, but usually it's DC related. Just warning you there. Mass Marvel, another great guy. Todd Polly's really fun. Louis Garibo is here. Garibo. Thank you so much. Clever Presents is here. Devin, one of the best. One of the best. Yeah, man. Watch Comic Book Roundtable. That show's on Friday nights. I'm not bashing Comic Book Roundtable, but it was a whole lot better when Hippies Collectibles was on there. And me too, by the way, because I'm just that damn cool. But we got Dut Rank in here. Dut Rank's the man, checking out live every Thursday night. Lone Ranger, okay. Honest to God, I have not read my Lone Rangers, but the artwork alone is phenomenal. If you like Sixth Gun, but not the... Well, you're probably going to love Sixth Gun anyways, because Sixth Gun kicks ass. Lone Ranger is your classic Western, violent, bloody, and action-packed. You're going to love it. Jeff Johns, that's it, Steven. Thank you. Jeff Johns is going to be on the Superman. Jeff Johns can do no wrong, so that's going to be very good. Batman can't outsmart Superman. Dut Rank showing some Batman love there, but Devin Clever Presents Goose. He says Superman for life. Cotman Comics, huge Batman fan. Comics Quest is here. Jim Mint, that's that 10.0 Comic Quest. You know that 10.0 at Jim Mint? Yeah, checking for them viruses, man. AVG, man. Running during a freaking live show. Stop hating on Marvel. Yeah, that Flash Infantino. Masters cover looks great. Superman, Mylars, pricey. Me and Carlos, Roger, we love Aquaman. And they don't deliver, Steven. Damn. I'll try to see what I can do for you, Steven, if I can test prices out and see how much they would cost to send over there. But if it's too much, screw it. Hippies is here. Make mine Mylar. Is it called wasting money? I do need to drop some titles. See, Hippies Collectibles is one of those Triple H's I was talking about. Hippies, Hans, and Howler. Hippie's a great man. Malistol79 got that Fantastic Four #1 and the variant. Oh, Malistol, why did I miss? And Hippie missed Fantastic Four #1 too. Hippie, now they say they're wearing the red and black kind of costumes, but Ben, Mr. Fix's Mask, said the splash pages are freaking phenomenal. Rebel Gators busting out his videos. Some people have been getting trolled lately. Gare, we need you. Damn it, Hippie. Tom, you're on 896. I'm so freaking far behind. Dr. Pepper and Pop-Tarts, man. It's the only way to go. Rebel Gator. Funko needs the Punisher. I don't know. I know they have Ghost Rider, and the Punisher would most likely be a bobblehead because Marvel does a lot of bobblehead. I don't know if they have Punisher yet, but that'd be freaking cool. Just great show. Action Figs 101. Hopefully I'll have more action figs to show. And just again, thank y'all so much. Things are popping up right now. And you know, the stream is kind of laggy tonight. I don't know why. It's just, oh, you know what? I think my wife could be watching House of Cards on Netflix. You know how that goes. The wife or your significant other or your kids are watching Netflix when you're doing a live show. Can't believe it's 11:08. I've been keeping y'all too long. And you know, I haven't really read anything probably in the past 2 weeks. I always read my Marvel right when I get them because my Marvel, you know, Dut Rank says I was hating on, but my Marvel books, every Marvel book I get, Captain America, Guardians, All New X-Men, Fantastic Four. I'm going to be picking up the new Ultimate FF, Uncanny Avengers. All my Marvel books that I currently pick up, very good titles. I don't think I'm going to be dropping those. I may drop them when they go to a new volume eventually, but I'm going to keep the runs going on them. I'm finally glad they got rid of Nuke. Nuke's a bastard. I hated reading about him. Stupid face painting. Actually, he looked like a steroided 1980s Sting. Steve Gordon. Ooh. Ooh. With his stupid America paint on. But that's about all I have, so keep watching out for some offline videos instead of the live stuff. If you do want to see me live, be sure to check out Brad Creates, youtube.com/BradCreates, youtube.com/DutRank, and youtube.com/Roger69501. On Brad Creates' channel once a month, we do a wrestling live show that talks about pro wrestling. So if you're a fan of pro wrestling, either old school wrestling or new school wrestling, or you want to talk about the brand new WWE Network, WWE's 24/7 impact news information of wrestling tidbits and shit that doesn't work. Check out WWE, or check out Brad Creates. Check out Dut Rank for all the latest and greatest news and pop culture. Today's pop culture as far as Walking Dead, Breaking Bad, comics, Blu-rays, DVDs, Skylanders, Disney Infinity, any kind of collectible that's new school pop culture you can think of, he'll probably be showing it off in a video, and he also shows off a lot of his games. He loves to show off controllers. Controllers. Dustin, I've had this since Wednesday, and I didn't even know I had it. I just threw it in, and I thought it was in a box of comics or something. Too much packages, so little time. Last but not least, another great live show. If you missed it, was a kick-ass live show. One of the greatest shows I've ever seen was on Hippie's Collectibles channel. Go back, sub him up. He's in the comments. You can right-click on his name, open link in new tab. That way you can still hear me ramble and go to his channel page at the same time to hit that subscribe button. Check out Hippie's Collectibles. He had a great show with Imsky361. He had Gene Paul Ace Peter, who Sean finally showed his face on that channel on Hippie's Collectibles. You're only going to find the first appearance of G-Pap's face on Hippie's Collectibles channel. Also, his lovely girlfriend. Comics are for girls, and there's a number. And one of the H's, Hans, was there, Captain Strangelove, and one of the funniest damn guys on YouTube, Gimpy204. Check him out. And last but not least, my last shout-out goes to my co-host. Actually, I'm the co-host. He's the official host of the Phantom Zone Live. YouTube.com/Roger69501. Let me find out how to shut this off because I'm looking at my comic shop because I need to order Fantastic Four #1. And I need to go ahead and see if I can order issue 2 since I screwed that up as well. And I'm so tired right now, I feel like playing video games or maybe talking with Dustin or watching Dark Shadows where I had a freaking pile of comics. And you're just going to probably have to wait till tomorrow. What can I say, man? I love that Alexandra Moltke Victoria winners. And I really love, I'm kind of a big fan of Maggie Evans. Kathy Lee, whatever. Kathy Lee Scott or Catherine Lee Scott. I don't know. I like the brunettes. I don't really care much for old Nancy Barrett, Carolyn Collins Stoddard. I don't really care much for her. I really like the dark-headed girls in that show. Oh man, they're good looking. I love Dark Shadows. It's the best shit ever, man. You don't know what that is, or I don't know. I've got the whole coffin. I'm going to show that one of these days. If I can ever get caught up, which I doubt I will, I want Hippie and I want Garrett to stop watching them. And of course, Garrett's already watched them and he's got them memorized. But I want you to stop watching them so much, Hippie, and like, I don't know, like do something different. Love all you guys. You know I love you from the bottom of my heart. I'm keeping it real all the time. I model my stuff after the greats that I know in the comic book community. I just want to be as real as I can be, bring y'all the truth. Don't hold nothing back. If I'm in a bad mood, I'm going to let you know about it. If I'm tired, if I'm grumpy, I'm going to let you know about it. I've had a great time. It's been a great month of April, just a tiring month. And I need to get back to the basics and read comics. And after I get the kids in bed each night, it's hot as hell in this room. But I need to, I've got a big old floor fan right now pointing at me. It's not seeming to do any good. But, you know, I just love doing this. I love putting on a good show for y'all. And I'll be showing you a lot of fun stuff pretty soon. I know y'all like room tours, but this is the only room that I have. I mean, once I get it picked up, I guess I can do a proper room tour for you. Anyways, that's it. The fans are dwindling off. It's bedtime. It's Xbox One time. Dark Shadows time. Anyways, I want all y'all to have a safe weekend coming up. And remember, peace out. God bless.